So, what is an array? An array is a collection of items of the same type stored together in memory. Think of it like a row of lockers, each holding one specific item. Each one of those holds a single value like a variable does, but all together are an array. In C#, arrays let us organize and manage groups of data efficiently. Maybe you have a player inventory, a list of enemy health points, or even a sequence of level and log statuses. So to use arrays in code, write the type of the array followed by brackets. That's how we tell that this is going to be an array and not a variable. Next, just like a variable, we give a name to our array. What we can do now is give some fixed values. To do that, we type them inside curly braces. However, we might also just need a blank array, in which case we can write new, type, and inside braces type the amount of slots. But since we're using Unity, we might also do none of that and declare our array through the inspector once we set it to public. Here you can click on the plus sign to add values and minus to remove them. If your values are game objects, you can drag them from the scene and drop them in the slots. This is super helpful for tweaking values without diving into code. Now let's talk about accessing and updating arrays. Each slot in an array has an index starting from 0. So in case we have this array with game objects, the sword will be in slot 0 and the pickaxe in slot 2. To access them in code, we will type the name of the array and in brackets we will type the index of the item. An array can also have two dimensions. In this example, if we want to access number 5, we will need grid 1, 1, since it's in row 1, column 1. Remember, we start counting from 0. Now you might be thinking, cool, but if I want to add 1 to each item on this array, I have to type it like this? Of course not. To process all the items in an array, we can use loops. A common loop to use is for loop. Let's see it in action. In this example, we access one by one every value in the array, adding 1 and then printing it in the console. The length property gives you the number of items in the array, so your loop knows when to stop. And that's it for arrays. We covered what they are, how to declare them, how to use them through the inspector, and how to take their values. I hope you learned something from this today, and thanks for watching.